Hi everybody, new name here, playing my favorite game, Watcher of Realms. And today was day 10. And on day 10, I think it's crummy, okay? Maybe you don't play as much as I do, obviously, so you have an opportunity to pick up some legendary gear. I just sold it. But I'm getting closer and closer. I'm 4 more days away from getting Wrath. And if you don't know, Wrath, especially at A5, will propel your account into the mid game instantly because of his ability to solo lane as an A5. Okay? Just picking up Wrath, and I'm going to make him a 5-star as soon as I possibly can. And you'll see how I've prepared. I need one more 4-star, and I can make my Wrath 5-star immediately. I have all the experience, 460k, to push him to level 50 if I want. Okay. So yesterday, pretty good summon session again. Very fortunate. I wish and I hope if you're watching this that you had a good yesterday, or you're going to have a good day today, or you've had one, or somebody you wanted to summon or needed, or a surprise showed up, like your 1+1 or something. Okay. I tried, I spent like 3k in diamonds and I couldn't get any 1+1. But in my Allura, I 6-starred her. Alara, I'm not sure how to say her name, but I definitely know that when I rank somebody up, I promote them immediately. And then she has all the qualifications that I can possibly give her except for skill. I don't know about you, but I was very happy on a free-to-play account. On day 10, I summoned my first bleeder hero through fragments flat off. He's also a chaotic and a lord with a nightmare second affiliation. Okay, 5-starred him, 5-star promo. Greed. This guy is amazing. I'll show you an auto with him and my Raiden here, kicking the crap out of stage 15 Gear Raid 1 on day 10 free to play. Okay, and Baron, a beast of a tank. This guy I've sunk some skills into though. I didn't get what I wanted. I was hoping to get 2 more into this, so that is cheat death. They call it unyielding. Lasted for 8 seconds, but 6 seconds is pretty good. Plus, he gets 100% of his shield whenever you can get his ultimate up again. Okay, so he's got automatic rage regen. It's a little bit, but I just hope he gets hit. As he gets hit, he regens a bit quicker. Okay, and it helps him get his shield back up. And Oleg, I got to do something about this. The only item here that's purple, and I don't really have anything to put on him without, I'm going to roll this, I think, but I want to wait till tomorrow for the Smith event rewards. I rolled up a lot of gear already. Okay, and in case you're curious, like I've been in Gear Raid 3, a good amount of Gear Raid 3. I'll show you where I am in the Oracle. All right, and always bear in mind when I'm showing you this stuff right now, it's day 10. I just logged in like an hour back. Okay. And as soon as I unlock the Mythic Gear Farm, I've been swapping back and forth from Gear Raid 1 as well. Okay. But I've rolled so many things up to 12. You might think, like, well, that's a waste. You could have waited for the Smith event points. It's going to be okay. I'm experienced enough to know that with the amount of gold I have here, the amount of gems that I have left over, and this amount of stamina, I'm going to be okay. I will be able to get what I want out of the Smith event. It's not about completing the event. I just want any of the psychic powers that become available. So when we go into the best records today, I did 1.1k blood without borrowing an Eloin or borrowing any hero on Nightmare 2. And I had to 2-heal it because I only have Lighthawk and Camille on my team that are healers. But I was pretty happy about that. That's a 2-rune max chest Nightmare 2 if I want. Day 10 free to play. I'm pretty happy about that. And I kill Nightmare 1. It's like 2,400 blood now. There's no issue there. So I can't remember if it was the end of last night or when I woke up today, but I pushed. You'll see in the bottom right down there, I'm at stage 12 now of Artifact Material Rate. It's the last stage before you can get the flawless, those red meteorites to make mythic items easier. Okay, but stage 15 for Gear Raid 1 and 2, and I haven't gone 1 and 3, pardon me, and I haven't gone back into Gear Raid 2 for a while. I'm okay there. So E7, stage 2, expert, day 10. Okay, this this really tried my patience pushing here because it's a cakewalk, and then all of a sudden you're like, boom, it's right in your face. Even when you have a full 10 heroes instead of 6, and you're just trying to 1-star and you can't. I was like, okay, I'm not going to try to figure it out and get aggravated. not worth the time. All right. But you'll notice here, marksman, the game blessed me with marksman. I can't help it. And endurance because of the tanks and constants. All right. I have both extremes. They're on farm if I want. I'll never go into the extreme twos of these things ever again, except to beat them for the first time. Because I think on storyline, you have to beat all four of these at extreme two to complete to get your Volca. So I'm pretty close. In the melee, I think I could do extreme one. I haven't gone back into it for a while. And obviously my experience rate is the most efficient I think I can get for 10 days in. Okay. So if we go into the Oracle trial for the hero training, I was a new player. I had a lot of incentive to complete and compete in this event. So I've done both, completed it, and I'm competing. I'm fairly certain, unless like this Alex or somebody decides to like, hey, I'm going to sneak in there or whatever, I might get some more summons. But I'm positive I'm going to get at least 75 stamina out of there. So in the Forgotten Palace, GR3, the best event they've ever hosted, I've done pretty well. As you're noticing here, I'm competing against players that are probably only getting mythic drops. I get gold drops, Lego drops, and mythic drops. So there's a 25% difference in points. It's only 15 points if you get a legendary item. It's 20 if you get mythic. And I don't have a privilege card, so I don't get a bonus drop. So sometimes these people are doing one run and they're getting 60 points because 3 mythics drop for them. So I'm going to show you Gear Raid 1, Stage 15, Day 10, free to play without having to swap gear. And most of this is because of Raiden and Dolores. And then all of a sudden, as you saw yesterday, I pulled Greed. So I wanted to show you something here. When you set up your autos, you might be looking here and be like, why would you have gold sold automatically? What are you going to, like, why would you sell ancients? If you're not familiar with this system, it will not sell ancient gear. So even if I said sell mythic stuff, it would still keep all the ancient gear. So selling gold, you don't, once you unlock mythic, you never roll gold again or you're wasting time. So I want it to sell unless it's ancient. It saves you a lot of time and you don't have to worry about your capacity and storage. Especially on free to play, I highly doubt somebody's going to have 16,000 stamina and 2,000 autos set aside and end up overflowing their gear capacity. Okay, I'm always at 100 at the most to 200 items ever. I don't know how people accumulate so much unless it's through their auto while they're not there, when they're AFK away from keyboard or whatever. Okay. Anyways, here's greed. And in case you're not familiar, this red circle is greeds. And it applies a debuff. You'll see like that weird little red 5 like hexagonal, pentagonal thing. Also, the same comes from Valkyria here. Valkyria, whoever she hits, they get a debuff so that they take 10% magic damage. The 15 comes from greed. Okay? Raiden only does magic damage. And sorry, Mari also applies it. So I have 3 different heroes that are all applying magic debuffs because my big damage dealers are doing magic damage. But those purple numbers mean it's magic. So as you're seeing, everybody's doing magic. So DJ Dolores is spinning the fat beats, and I've made sure that everybody that's going to be my massive damage dealers are getting the effect of her inspiration. It's only a 5-star Dolores. Okay, I won't 6-star her immediately, but she's definitely worth a 6-star in the game later. So, in case you're curious, without a gear swap, free to play day 10, you can do this yourself. Maybe you can't because the game won't give you rating, obviously, but any hero that does AoE magic damage can work for you in there. I started with Shamir. He really isn't good. He's already dropped off. As you notice, I pulled him out and I've used Kriya instead. I won't 6-star Shamir until I'm near the end of the faction trials where I need him to do damage. Okay? So again, when you're in your gear raid and you want to have fun, set up the best possible, fastest clear that you can. After you clear it the first time with 3 stars and you get the power of dominance, go back in and redo it so that it'll save that even quicker timed auto. And I'll show you again. that as soon as the last wave on the right spawns in, as soon as they finish moving, they're dead. There's not a faster possible way to complete GR3 for me for the stage that I'm on. So in case you're not familiar, that was Laurel that you saw, that little green artichoke looking string bean that was down there. When you take her off, anybody that's within one tile of her in her area, she gives 50% of their rage meter to. So that's how my Idril is constantly having a ultimate. She's also double influenced by inspiration. So whenever I have her under an ultimate, she's either getting an inspiration from DJ Dolores or from Constant Statue of Liberty stance. Okay. So when Constance throws out her disco ball, you'll see that it's 45% inspiration. It's pretty good. Okay. So Dolores, a no awaken Dolores is a 40%. When you awaken Dolores to A1, it's a 60%. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Get a mythic. Let's see if it's keepable. Let's see if it's part of the wisdom set. Because wisdom is actually a very usable set when you're starting to add. This isn't bad. The insight, because it can give you 15 crit. However, it's not going to help me, especially a flat stat. So Idril's the best, as you can see. She's very hard to compete against when she can hit anywhere on the map. That she's always getting, like 2 to 4,000 more attack granted to her while she's with her ultimate. So that's all I can do really for today. Let's see here, account 45. Yeah, I don't think I'll hit 46 today, but I have some stamina saved up, and this is for gear rate 3 and for experience rate. Now, what we will do is I think I'm going to summon 2 for the fun of it on surprise invocation of spirits. 1+1. Here's chance number 1. I don't expect anything. You have to summon a Lego. If you don't summon a Lego, there's nothing going to happen here. And I hope each one of you watching this video got your 1+1 if you went for it. I hope you got at least one of the 2. If you did get it, something good. And I got two crappy heroes. Well, Camille, I think I can actually awaken my Camille. Anyways, I am locked for 3.5 more days basically for storyline on type. I wish you all the best on Gear Raid 3 drops in your guild boss loots tomorrow. Maybe you get a divine crystal to summon with. I had back-to-back Legos with mine yesterday. This was New Name playing my favorite game, Watcher of Realms. Take care, everybody.